Hi there. Another Feature Friday. What we're going to do is we're going to talk about an issue that I've been seeing with clients for years, especially women clients, and that is pre-cancer, breast cancer, uterine cancer. This is also true for males as well. And it's not just cancer, it's a lot of hormonal issues. And its cause has its relationship with what's called xenoestrogens. Xenoestrogens are, when you look at the cell, okay, all cells have to have hormones and other transmitters that are these chemicals that plug into these little puzzle pieces. So there's all these different pieces that plug into the cell and then cause reactions inside the cell. This is what hormones are. So, and each of them are based upon a different shape. Okay, so estrogen is going to have a particular shape, right? And when that shape comes in, just kind of like that old little game where the block that's this shape fits into that thing. Well, what happens is in modern society is that petroleum products, that is the basis of almost everything we eat. All of our artificial foods are made from petroleum products. All of our drugs are made from petroleum products. If you talk about all of things like hair products, facial care, anything that's synthetic is made from what's called coal tar derivatives, meaning it came from a petroleum product. Now the thing is that when petroleum products and these things come into our body, these chemicals come into our body, they have to be detoxified in the body. And they get detoxified in the liver. But when they get broken down, they don't get broken down into one piece and gone. They have what's called half-lives, and they break down into multiple different steps. It's like taking Legos apart. You got to break them down, and you can only get it down to the smallest piece until you can finally get it out. But the unique thing is that all these petroleum products, when they break down the molecular structure, each of their half-lives turn into what's called xenoestrogens, meaning xeno stands for alien, imposter. So what it is it's an imposter that comes in, and it is the puzzle piece shape of estrogen, and it plugs up and it fills up all of these places where estrogen, true estrogen, should be. Now, when you go on the internet and you look at the World Health Organization and all these other bodies that have been doing studies worldwide, you find that the lowest incidences of breast cancer, as well as other hormonal cancers, are the Asians. And why is it the Asians, right? It's because of their eating of seaweed. They eat a lot of seaweed. And this is what we provide, is what's called Xeno-Stat. And Xeno-Stat is a whole bunch of, about 5 different types of seaweeds, as well as a whole bunch of other things. And what seaweed does, in particular, is it binds to xenoestrogens. It actually binds onto them so they can be eliminated onto the body. It grabs onto the ones that are in the receptor sites and pulls them out. Because if someone's parking in your parking space, you can't park in it. Okay? So it binds, it pulls them out so that true estrogen can come in. And why a lot of breast cancers and hormonal cancers and hormonal problems, we're even talking about like pre-diabetic, these things are driven by these hormones because these imposters come in and they're not giving the information. They're causing the cell to kind of go crazy, but without the full information. When true, your own hormones come in, what it does is it does everything perfectly. So one of the great strategies of how do we protect ourselves, and keep in mind, remember, Montel Williams had breast cancer. Men can get breast cancer. Men can get all these problems that are hormonal issues. The secret is, first of all, get the xenoestrogens out. Get the xenobiotics out. And the secret answer to this is what old cultures have been doing their whole lifetime, and we need to start adopting, is diets of varied foods, but especially including seaweed. Seaweed is this miracle thing of being able to grab toxins and pull them out, especially these foreign toxins that are what we call aliens, that are driving the ship to do something that's damaging you. Okay? So the secret is Xeno-Stat, and I recommend this for everybody, not just anyone who has, but especially if you have cancer risk in your life, in your family, is about 3 a day. Take them at morning time, between 3 and 6. But most people, if you're just kind of at a risk factor, or if you really want to say, I've never had seaweed, how do I get seaweed? This is it. 3 a day, and what it will start doing is start building up this stuff and start pulling this stuff and transiting out to open up the parking spaces in your cell receptor sites so that you can then fill it up with your own receptors and your own chemicals and your own hormones. Okay? The way back to true health. All right, thanks a lot. Bye-bye.